That's all I got. Let's get ready to podcast! Reining in from the booth, weighing at approximately 190 pounds, the always enjoyable, out of his mind, Tristan Sartoris! Hot on the mics, hosting the one and legendary True to Be Off the Rails podcast, you know it, for Circus! Welcome, guys! Holy crap, I have to stop going so hard on these cold opens and whatever that open is because I'm burnt out. I'm just out of breath. And but anyways, guys, I'm so happy to have you here with me today. The Christmas season has passed, unfortunately. I hope you guys had a beautiful, happy, splendid, spectacular, stellar, other adjectives that mean awesome holidays, okay? Hope you spent time with your family if you got them. Hope you spent time with your friends if you got them. Hope you spend time with your dogs, your pets, if you got them, okay? If you don't have anybody, spend it with me, guys. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys had a beautiful time. The hard part about right now, dude, as someone who loves the holidays so much, okay, you know this. We build it up so big. We love the freaking festive songs, the movies, the decorations, everything about it. We hold dear and strong, and we marinate, and we sauce it up, and we freaking get all cozy and wrap it up like a bed bug. And that's just what it is. And we love it. And we take every second, and we don't take anything for granted. We hold it so dear. And when it ends, it's hard. It sucks, right? So a lot of people, myself included, can be suffering from some PCD right now, some post-Christmas depression, okay? It's like when you're waiting for a big ride, dude. You're in a line, okay? You're waiting hours and hours and hours for this thing, and it's exciting. It's building up to this big, beautiful, great event, and you get it. It's amazing. It's everything you've ever dreamed it could be, and it's awesome. It's exciting. And pew, pew, pew. Wow, stimulation. It's amazing. And then it's over. And you're like, wait, no, it can't be over. It can't be. Let me just go back. And you're like, no, you can go back, but you got to start all the way over at the back of the line. Okay? So that's the hard part. Is I'm like, oh, Christmas just happened. Crap. Dude, I'm like, I got to wait a whole year just to freaking ride that ride again. And I end up suffering these negative feelings. It was a lot worse when I was younger, dude. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Because I would start celebrating Christmas in like July. People are like, oh, okay, you ready for halfway to Christmas? I'm like, no, I'm freaking celebrating the real one. I'm starting right now. And I would just be ready and just kind of gearing up for it. And it was so hard because like freaking half my year was built on it. And then when it was over, I was like, crap, this sucks. So, yeah, I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling a little bit. I love the holidays, guys. That's just who I am. I'm a holiday freak. And I can be kind of suffering these sad negative feelings where it's just like, man, I miss it. I want to get back on it. And if you're feeling like that, like me, let's just bring it all together. Let's just all get together and say, hey, let's start celebrating for next Christmas. You know, like those Christmas movies, like, oh, we only have 364 days till next Christmas to start making more toys. That's how I wish I could approach the life. And that's how I used to, dude. I used to complain to everybody, like, oh, Christmas. It's like, okay, whatever, you know, dude, you happy? What are you doing? And I'm like, Grandma, I can't focus right now. I can't go to the store. I don't want to hang out with you. Christmas is over. And she'd be like, okay, well, you know, whatever. And I would just be trying to use different ways and psychological tactics in my brain to say, okay, well, people still have their decorations up technically, so it means they're preparing for next Christmas too, so we can still enjoy them, we can still be happy. And it worked for a little bit, but the truth is, guys, is we got to wait this long ride. And I hope you guys did have a beautiful time while I was here, though, okay? Because we're going to gear up and we're going to get ready for the next one. But the beauty of it is, it's not completely over. You have that New Year's. The New Year's, baby! Yeah, the New Year's coming up right in front of your face. It's tomorrow, okay? It's the 31st right now. And the beauty of being me, dude, is that my birthday is on the second day of the year, okay? Talk about a 1-2 punch, okay? So I get a little bit sad. I'm like, oh, man, this sucks. Christmas is over. But New Year's, big event. My birthday, double big event. Combine. And I kind of get this little extra, layover. I get to keep enjoying the festivity and the holidays and these family big, gatherings and events. And it's fun for me, dude. It's fun for me. But if you're not like me and you're screwed, just listen to the podcast and let's just kind of enjoy and get through it together. But yeah, New Year's. New Year's is coming up. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? What's your big New Year's resolution? Okay? What are you working on? What are you going to fix about your life in the next upcoming season? Okay? That was a big thing, especially like in grade school. These kids would come home after Christmas like, what are you doing? What's your freaking resolution? What are you going to do? What's your big, it was like a superpower, like an identity. It was like, whoa, you have like this magic ability when it was like a birthday wish, right? It was like when the New Year's hit, you had a magic sense of willpower or something that whatever you set out to accomplish, you could at least try. Now, none of them fail, okay? That's just what New Year's resolutions are. And people say, what are you going to do? What's your New Year's resolution? Nothing, okay? Because for me to make a New Year's resolution would be for me to admit I'm not already awesome. And that is something I will never, ever do. No, dude, here's the thing about New Year's resolutions. They don't work. I'm not just saying that to be a negative Nancy. They just don't work. That's fact, okay? Now, here's the reason New Year's resolutions do not work. I'm going to drop some psychological bombshells on you, okay? I took a psychology class in college, if you will. Now, it was just one, but I kind of got the gist. So I'm going to try and break this down for you so you can really understand what's happening in the brain. Why isn't this working for everybody? When you build up an event in your mind to finally go achieve a dream, a goal, an endeavor, and embark on a big journey, it's not going to work for the reason that you are waiting to do it, right? If you really want something that bad, like a lot of people, the whole big thing, the number one New Year's resolution, I'm going to get into shape. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to start exercising. If you wanted to do it that bad, you wouldn't wait till January 1st. That's just it is what it is, right? If you wanted to do it, you wouldn't wait, because when you wait, this is also going to be a little bit of a motivational, inspirational speech, okay? If you wanted to do it that bad, you wouldn't wait. If you're making an excuse and setting a specific date and time to finally start doing it, your brain's also going to be looking for a specific date and time and any excuse it can to stop doing it, okay? So I'm going to say this, guys. If you want something so bad, if you want it bad, do some Rocky. If you want to do it bad, you got to start right now. You got to grab a hold. You got to start going after your dreams. You got to chase it. You're going to go chase it. You're going to wait for the New Year's explosion. Boom, when that Tristan's birthday comes by. Because that's what happens, dude. That's what happens. If you're waiting for a specific day, like any other thing, people are like, I'm going to start eating healthy this freaking start of the month. Oh, but it started on a Friday. I can't start on a Friday. It's a weekend. All my friends are going out. We got a party. And then I was like, well, I'm going to start on Monday, but it was my son's birthday. I was like, got to have some cake. You know what I'm saying? So I got some cake and boom, family get together on Tuesday. What are you talking about? So on Tuesday comes, I'm like, take it. Hey, Wednesday, I got it for sure. But I can't start a fitness journey on a Wednesday. What am I, Superman? So it's just like you keep on making these excuses. Like, okay, now I'm going to start on the next Monday, but it's Earth Day. I mean, what are you talking about? Like you always find these excuses to kind of roll into it. And it's hard for me. Like I said, my birthday is on the second day. Okay? You know how hard that was for me when I kept trying to try these New Year's resolutions? I'm going to start eating healthy. Day one. It's New Year's Day, kind of tricky, but crap. Okay, well, tomorrow for sure. Oh, what? It's my birthday? Okay, I gotta have cake. What am I gonna do? And then the next day, and then it's the week, and it rolls over, and then I just never, ever start. So, if you're really trying, guys, to really work on yourself and to really build upon whatever it is, don't wait, guys. Don't wait. Just take hold right now. Go for it, guys. And that's my inspirational psychological breakdown. And you just really have to. And I'll tell you what, something I am trying to work on right now, myself, personally, is to be more compassionate and loving and kind. And I don't mean like I'm a freaking Scrooge McDuck. I'm a Grinch. I'm not a freaking I'm not a jerk, okay? That's not what I mean. But, people have wronged me. People can be annoying, and they can be mean to me, and they don't say sorry, okay? It doesn't mean like they're completely in the wrong, and it's just what people do. You know people. You're one of them. But, like, people just aren't nice all the time, okay? And you can kind of end up holding grudges and holding some, like, negative energy between this, and it's just kind of, I don't want to have that anymore. I don't even want to hold it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a piece of crap to me. I don't want to hold any ill will or hard feelings toward anybody anymore, and that's something I'm trying to work on going forward. But I'm not waiting until New Year's and saying, oh, crap, dude, I only got 1 day more. Let's start flicking people off. Let's get this thing going. I got to get it out of my system. I got to eat the whole cake. I got to get it out. I had to like, just start and say, dude, this is who I want to be. I want to work on bringing a more positive energy and vibe outwards, okay? So that's something I have been working on, and I'm not waiting, guys. Don't wait, because there's always going to be an excuse to stop. As they're looking for that specific excuse and reason to start, you're going to find one just as easy to stop. So yeah, that's New Year's for you. That's New Year's in a nutshell. Yeah, what's else? Oh, dude, my birthday, dude. I'm going to be 23 freaking years old. I don't know if that's old to some people. I know, like I said, I made a whole joke about like young people keep saying, I'm so old now. I don't know. It's like, I don't feel old. I don't think 23 is old. The only people I've ever looked at and said, oh, dude, that's an old guy is like, no matter what, it's been someone in the 30s, but it has nothing to do with what their age is. I don't know what their age is, but it has everything to do. It has all factors included to do with their personality and their age, and not their age, their attitude. I just like freaking peel behind the curtains. But no, the way you act is what I deem as an old person, right? If you're acting grumpy, you're acting upset, you're acting, look at the birth. I don't know what old people do, but yeah, that is what I would say. Okay, that guy's an old guy. He's tired, he's upset, he's annoyed, that's whatever. But if I see someone who's 60, 70 years old even, who's freaking having fun, he's laughing. Dude, have you ever seen like an older person laugh? They drop 30 or 40 years on a dime. You're like, holy crap, that's like actually like die laughing. It's a beautiful thing to see anybody laugh. But yeah, I've never really feared growing up. I've never feared like aging just because, it's to keep a personality. Well, I guess will be the biggest test. I've never been old, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to maintain this level of excitement. I can't even do it 15 seconds into the show without getting winded, so I doubt I'll be able to do it when I'm 70. But I do want to hold on to this light and this energy, this youthful exuberance I hold so dearly. So if that's you, no matter what your age is, I would just say, dude, you act like you act with that young vibe, that attitude, you'll never be old. You'll never grow up. And I know it's easy for me to say right now, say, hey, no, you'll never be old. But I could never look at someone and say, oh, that's an old guy, if he's kind of having that feeling. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? I hope I'm not just speaking out into the walls here. But I don't know why it's a lot of New York going around. But yeah, anyways, yeah, turning 23, dude, turning 23. I keep saying that now I just think I'm already 23, so it's not like the birthday's gonna happen. And go, wow, now I'm 23. What do I do? I just already assume I'm 23 for now. So, something I have been trying to work on though is that after I turned 21, I was like, okay, you know what? Now when we're 20, I'm not gonna do the whole New Year's resolution thing. And I know it's pretty close, but I was like, in my birthday, I'm gonna try and make every single year the best year of my life. Okay? Now I don't know. There's a lot of contributing factors to that. We just had double years, back-to-back pandemic championships, okay? The cold, the flu, everything, it all won. We lost. But, I still, in the midst of all that, these past 2 years have been the best years of my life, and I hold true to that, dude. I think I've been happier than I've ever been. I've accomplished more and worked harder, and I've been putting things toward what I really care about more than I ever have, okay? And I think that's been the biggest driving factor. Like I said, don't wait, dude. I'm really trying to get something. And now this next 23rd year, I'm not going to be flicking people off. I never was. But, that is something I'm working for. I'm going to keep on trying to constantly better myself and be the best version that I can be every single year of my life. And it just so happens that it kind of falls upon the new year. But I swear it has nothing to do with that, okay? I'm just saying whenever you feel like it. Just kind of really make the best year this year, right? Just start now, right now. It's the 31st. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start now. But yeah, that's been great. And yeah, dude, the world could definitely use some uplifting. It could use some positive vibes. Here's the thing, dude. I don't. This isn't really going to be a joke again either, but this is just going to be a conversation. I don't really like to talk about politics because I find them boring. And I don't really think they're important. But it's not that I don't think they're important. I just think a lot of people, it stresses them down, and that's how you get old. Anyways, dude, you know what the craziest thing is, and it kind of sparked my feeling, my internal, like, realizing, like, oh, dude, we gotta start spreading some more joy up there. You know what I'm saying? Because people are so negative. People are so angry and quick to argue and take other people down and talk them down. It's really gotten out of hand. You know, after the whole, you're a Republican, so I hate you. You're a Democrat, so I hate you. You know, and it's just been this whole kind of big weird thing. And with the vaccines, you don't like COVID, I like it. You know, you like vaccines, I think you're horrible. You don't like vaccines, I think you're horrible. And people are just kind of constantly attacking each other. It's just been this battle of people just butting heads over and over and over again. Like, just so many relationships lost over this one thing and these views. And politics are super tricky, and all this stuff is just weird because, you know, like, I don't know everything, but like 90%, I would say, that's probably a pretty generous estimate, but 90% of people's stances on something, I would say, don't root from like anger, like, this is what I got, this is what I believe in, this is what it's roots out of fear, right? These people who are Democrat and holding these Democrat things, they say, hey, dude, I'm scared because there's guns running rampant. That's why I want gun laws, right? Because I'm scared of people getting shot. And then the Republicans say, hey, no, I don't want that because I'm scared of our rights being taken away, and then me getting like of other people. Like, I feel like that's just what it happens, dude. That's where our brain is, and our brain is like, I'm worried and I'm nervous and I'm scared about these things. They say, hey, dude, I'm worried about these people who are not vaccinated. They're ruining it. And then the unvaccinated people are saying, dude, I'm worried about the vaccine. I don't trust it. And both people just preach from this position of anger and frustration, right? And so you constantly have these people just firing at each other. No matter what it is, they're saying, oh, you're wrong, I believe this, I believe that. But it's just like, no one's real. And I feel like, you know, if people just preach from a more honest stance, like, I'm just generally scared. I don't understand. I don't know what's best. And that's why I don't really care about politics. It's not that I don't care, but that's why I don't take a strong position in politics, because I don't know what's best, okay? I just want the country to succeed like everybody else should. But everyone preaches with such fire and ferocity with every point that they make. They're like, this is right, you're wrong. Instead of saying, dude, this is what I think is right because I'm nervous about the other options. You know, just let's talk and convince. But instead, you breathe fire into a conversation. That's an argument, right? And freaking conversation leads to arguments. Argument leads to war. War leads to battles. And battles lead to blocked Facebook friends, okay? All the relationships, all the freaking, you know, how many freaking relationships and friendships and crap has just ended over nothing. But people are just so headstrong these days. And it's hard. And that kind of sparked that feeling where I was like, you know what? I don't want to have any negative feeling. And people are like, wow, I freaking hate those Democrats. And you're like, wait, what? He's like, well, I freaking hate those Republicans. You're like, why, dude? Well, like, you know, they believe this, you believe that. It's come together. You know, it's just there's not a lot of compassion. There's not a lot of understanding that's going around these days. And I would say, let's work on that for 2022. But I don't want you to wait until 2022 to start doing that. Okay, so let's just kind of really figure that out, because it's getting out of hand. It's getting a mess. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not trying to get really preachy and all, but you guys, don't be a mess. Let's not freaking hate. No hate all along, guys. Let's not. But also, your resolutions suck and they're not going to work. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, what else is going on, dude? I watched, speaking of psychology, The Shrink Next Door. Okay, now I'm not going to try and not spoil it for you. Okay. I'm not going to not try. I think I just said I'm going to spoil it for you, which is technically the truth. Because if you've watched this and listen to me try to explain a movie or TV show or a book or anything before, you know that most of my points involve the ending. So, basically, The Shrink Next Door is about a guy who goes to therapy and gets robbed, blind, completely manipulated, loses everything. And that's the whole story. You're welcome. Sorry. Should have skipped ahead. That's on you. But no, anyways. I was watching the show, and I knew there was a true story, right? So the guy named Marty Markowitz, and he goes to therapy the first time because he's like struggling with you know, a lot of things and with power and identity and pressure and stress of life and whatever. And he goes to this guy in therapy, and therapy guy, the therapist, they start talking, and he starts realizing that Marty has money. So it kind of becomes this weird position of power and manipulation where the therapist is like, okay, well, maybe you need to start spending money here and start doing this. And he kind of, when you really know someone's emotional tweaks and levers and gears, you can really do a lot. And it was kind of a scary thought to think about, that there is a lot of power to therapists in that. And I don't think there's people like that out there. I mean, I guess it was a true story. What do I know? As someone who did take a class in psychology, I would never use that power myself, because I think I can dissect the freaking mind pretty nice. I'm pretty intuitive. But I would never do that for your sake. You're welcome. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It was a realization, like, dude, this is really messed up. It's really hard to watch when you remember it's a true story. You're like, holy crap, this guy's getting robbed, blind, and manipulated. He's basically brainwashed by this guy who makes him cut his family out, dude. Like Marty, he doesn't have a lot, but he loves his family. He that's like the only thing he has going on in his life. And the family's kind of getting involved, saying, well, this therapist might not be right for you. He feels like he's kind of causing some friction, some tension. And the therapist's like, dude, you got to cut these guys out, because that's the problem. That's what's holding you back. And then he does it, and he's just screwed. So 40 years, not 40 years. It's like 25, 30 years go by, which is still pretty close. And he basically loses most of his life kind of stuck in this trance with this guy. And I know I'm spoiling it right now still, but it's just, it's horrible. And my aunt was watching it, and she works in therapy, and she could not continue it because it was so gut wrench. It was hard to watch as someone in that field. And she had she's like, you got to tell me this guy doesn't get away with it, right? And I was like, yeah, wait and see, whatever, because I didn't want to spoil it. And she's like, no, seriously, tell me, I can't watch it anymore. I was like, oh gosh, okay, yeah, no, he doesn't get away with it. And he doesn't, guys. He does not get away with it. Don't worry. But technically, he did in a way. Freaking 30 years of this guy's life or more. This guy lost everything. And it's just a sucky thing, dude. There's not a lot of comedy in the fact that this guy got screwed over. I mean, it depends where you're feeling in your life. If you're not coming with a lot of compassion and love, you're probably saying, you got him. But that's just, that is what it is. Yeah, so Shrink Next Door, guys, 10 out of 10. Good watch it. It sucks. It doesn't suck. I'm saying that guy sucks. The guy sucks. And don't get manipulated, guys. There's a lot of superpowers out there. There's a lot of superpowers that we're not aware of, okay? So if they're out there and you're not aware of them, I don't know what to say to that, okay? There's a lot of superpowers out there. There's a lot of cars driving on the street that we're not aware of. Don't get hit by them somehow. I don't know what the lesson or what I'm trying to say to you is, but go watch it. Maybe you know more. I have no idea. It was fun though. It was cool. What else has been going on, dude? Nothing has really been going on. I'm wearing my Ohio State Buckeyes shirt, okay? Because the Buckeyes did not make it to the college football playoffs, which are happening today, technically, when this is airing. And it's sad. It's sad, and it's hard for me to deal with. It is, because you're really sports are one of those things, man. You get so invested, and you say, hey, I'm with you all the way. We live and we die together. And then they die. And I'm like, I want to jump ship, but I'm saying no. I just wanted to show this and say, hey, I'm still proud of you guys. I'm still proud of you. Keep fighting. That's where the New York, this kind of things happen. As you watch the Shrink Next Door, this will happen to you as well. But anyways, yeah, it's, I think that's it, dude. I think that's it. It's also in the middle of the night, so I don't know what else is going on. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I think I'm going to probably end this podcast, and I'm not going to wait until tomorrow to start getting better at closing a podcast. Do you hear me? I'm going to get better right freaking now. Okay? So this is how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to wait to start practicing. I'm going to do this for real right now. Give me a second, because I know it sounds like I'm thinking about it and not really working on it, and I'm just kind of whatever, but here's what's actually going to happen. Hey, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show. My name has been Tristan Sartoris. Has been Frick. Ah! Okay, guys, I love you so much. I hope you guys have a beautiful end of the year. Love you. Peace. Make the good year special. Joel Wing sings the game. Yeah!